Hi everybody, this is Billy Castillo from the band Fear Stop. Over there on the couch playing video games on her phone is my wife Dana, who's also from Fear to Stop, as is the little girl sleeping in the room over there, Jamie. She's from Fear to Stop, and Jay Smith and Dean Entwistle, who aren't physically here because one of them's in a different state, the other's in a different country, but they're part of Fear to Stop. Anyway. So yesterday we were talking about how we formed as a band and said some of the stories about some of our earlier work. Um, Turned into a 45-minute long video. Sorry for that. This was supposed to be a lot more concise. So rather than bore you with some track by track, talk, because I know that can, number one, that's probably going to get boring hearing me ramble on for 45 minutes about every single song. But also, too, we got the liner notes. If everybody watching this was nice enough to purchase the box set, which is available at fear2stop.bandcamp.com, you'll have the liner notes, little biography and everything, and some rare photos, some pictures of the actual session tapes and everything. It's pretty cool, nice little bonus. We do for you, the people. Quote Wolf Pit, and our a YouTube channel we like watching. Don't care for its politics, but its channel's awesome. We were talking about the Frowny Frown album yesterday. It was a little bit of a interesting situation, to say the least. Now, anybody, let me mute the TV here because I was playing a commercial instead of our music. I was going to try to be clever and play some of our stuff in the background. We'll watch it get copyright flagged. Our own music gets pulled because we played in our video advertising the songs that we were playing in the background. Nice. Anywho, anybody who knows anything about us knows that we're big Beach Boys marks. And Frowny Frown was probably the first time that we actually overtly went for that. Now, if you know anything about the Beach Boys, you know that Brian Wilson was planning an album called Smile that was going to basically blow the Beatles out of the water, and everybody else, too, on top of that. Didn't quite get finished at the time, but the legend, pretty much beat any kind of success the music possibly could have had, and not knocking the music, obviously, because it was a huge influence on us. But the legend was so big. I mean, that's what actually got me into the Beach Boys, was hearing about this legendary unfinished album that was supposed to be, hip and bizarre, experimental, unique, nothing else like it, and while also being melodic and groundbreaking. I mean, that's pretty much everything I'm into, all in a nutshell. But for various reasons, they instead did another album, which they named Smiley Smile, that had a lot of the songs that would have appeared in the Smile album, except it was very basic, stripped down. It wasn't so much produced as it was just recorded, and that always just vibed with me. I've always been, at the time, it's kind of hard to imagine now, because anybody who knows me now knows how very meticulous, she'll say anal retentive, I am when it comes to details, when it comes to music production. My obsessive compulsive issues really kind of come to pass while I'm mixing, as it were. But back then it was just complete opposite. If it was a mistake, then it was cool, because it was just a snapshot of that moment in time. We had a very punk approach, not in sound, obviously. We weren't like, I want to be sedated, not like that. I mean, that would be cool, but we were never like that. But it was a whole thing, honor thy error is thy hidden intention. That was my philosophy, pretty much. And Sorry, I'm a little under the weather, so pardon. Pardon me. It's not the infamous disease that's going around. It's just allergies and just me being 43, almost 43. Life kicks the hell out of you once you hit 40 for some reason. I don't know, but so anywho, I digress. So Smiley Smile was complete opposite of what Smile was supposed to be, and so that appealed to us. So we're like, you know what? Let's do an album, just real basic. Just let the songs carry it. Not a lot of overdubs. Just a simple beat. And when I say simple beat, I'm talking about like almost metronome simple. Uh, uh, one little synth bass line and maybe melody line. Or maybe the synth bass will be playing the melody and that the drums be the only thing on the track. God, that's hard to imagine. Can you imagine that now, hon? Us doing a track where it's that basic.
Man.
I can't.
I can't.
Nah, for real. We've changed a lot since then, but for various reasons, some of which I will not go into in a YouTube video, we were really into that scene at that time, so we figured, since we're in that bag anyway, let's do it. And so this was about October 2002, about mid-October, and there was never a point where we said, okay, this is the Frowny Frown sessions. It's just a name actually we gave after the fact because the vibe was so much like the Smiley Smile thing. It was kind of like the name was kind of a joke, like in retrospect, because of just the whole vibe. Like I said, we were into the same bag, and that said, there was still a definite starting point from when the sound changed from what we were doing previously. Where we had tracks like Misty, Hold Me Now, Jamal Chang. That's another one which didn't make the set. It went to kind of like a bizarre turn. I mean, there's songs that didn't make the set. I mean, Frowny Frown's probably going to get its own box set at some point. I mean, there's literally probably about maybe 4 decent-sized CDs worth of material, just complete. Besides what y'all have heard already on the set, we had tracks like Burnt Man Blues, Damn, I Miss Wally was another one. Interesting enough, Path to Destruction actually started during these sessions, but it was just Raymond and Dana's part. Sorry, guys. And of course, I could edit this out, but what did I say about not editing things out and just leaving things as they are? Music may not be like that anymore, but in other ways I am. Go figure, right? Duality, man. Or walking contradictions. Yeah, it just took more of like a bizarre turn. We had other songs. Pepperidge Dope Farm. Remember? Yeah. Remember when I was a real person? Pepperidge Farm remembers that shit. We had, I kid you not, that was a track where I got a can of soda. All right, got a can of pop. I think it was Sprite. And I got a microphone. And I took a big gulp, like as big of a swallow, and just like that, right? Hit record, and I burped as loud as I could into the microphone because it was all like in one motion. It was like projectile burping, if that makes any sense. It's like.
That's so childish.
No, but it was all in one motion. It was like, oh, I sound like a pissed off bear. It was like that, and I recorded. I stopped it, and then I went to the sample editor. I stretched it out, so instead of it was like, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So, but I wasn't done yet. Then we pitch shifted that hoe. And then I looped it. So it's actually in the background of the beat of that song. And they did the same thing with a fart.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, the song that you guys have heard on the set where I was talking about that was a sampled fart. I wish I could say it was the only time we had that stupid idea, but we had it more than once. Pepperidge
No,
Dope Farm had me.
speak for yourself. You had that idea.
Raymond thought it was funny. You know, Raymond was like, too bad he didn't record it. He goes, wait, I'm not done. Give me the microphone. God. See, that's something that's missing from our from our current sound. You know, we don't really do stuff like that anymore. You know, I think our music's better than ever, personally, and I think there's a lot of people that would agree with us, especially those who've been following us for the past 20 years. But honestly, sometimes I wish we could just go back to just. I got an idea. Let's start recording. All right, song's done. Boof. You know, poof. There you go. Poof. Really? Oh, no poof in here. Like poof. There you go. You know, send it on its merry little way. Now it's like, all right, the song's complete. Now it's time for the mixing, and I'll spend like a day doing a song, and I'll spend 2 days working on the mix. You know, so it's like I'll spend way more time on the actual mixing and the mastering than it will actually on the composition. Because actually, in a way, we've kind of gotten back to our previous style of composition where things are happening pretty quick, especially in my own case. Diego's doing that too. And Jay's like all of a sudden, man, he's writing like he's on fire, bro. Seriously, real talk, guys. And we got a song coming out called Immersion, where he had actually done a good portion of a track, sent it to me, and then I loaded it up in GarageBand and added to it. And but it's probably about 75% him, and it's gonna be our next single. But that's not why you guys are here. You know, you guys are here. You want to hear old stories. And let me ask you this, son. At any song that's on this set, what's the one that brought back the happiest memories for you?
Moral Decay.
Oh, Moral Decay. 2000. Excuse me, y'all. Lung tissue. 2003. Oh God, I think it was June. I was shortly after Dad passed. I want to say it's either June or July. It was June. It was June.
It was June, because it was my birthday.
Yeah. Oh, that day.
Honey,
Yeah. I got you. It was that day. Statute of limitations ran out, but I'm still not talking about this on YouTube. Just joking, guys. That's humor. A little bit of musician humor for you guys. Moral Decay. All right, so where to begin? That bridge. I was like, Father, help me, Jesus. I don't know what the hell I was thinking on that, but I was just like, I know it was a certain. We were starting to get into kind of like a almost like a sci-fi type bag right around that time, because he had songs like Science Friction on there. He also had, that was our first time we went through our zombie fetish, so to speak. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
We had Waltz of the Zombies in there. I'm Dead was another one that was on there too. And then they had the song Heed the Messenger, but we had that thing on there with the that zombie moan that I did.
Yeah.
I pitch shifted it, so actually, funny part is I pitch shifted it on the recording. Yet I just now did it exactly like as it is on the recording. So that's pretty cool. That's a song called Heed the Messenger. It's going to be on a feature collection after we do the 2012 to 2021 set, which right now we're shooting for May. We're going to be doing another one full of songs that didn't make the cut off of Volume 1 and Volume 2. And when I say didn't make the cut, it's not for quality reasons. It was for space reasons. We had to actually leave out some songs that I guess theoretically you could say were, I don't want to say better, but we had to make
secrets.
up. That's another one. Uproot the dirty secrets. But when you're doing when you got a 50 track cutoff point, because that was the limit we had as far as the digital distribution went. We got a 50 track limit, and you got 10 years to cover. And you've recorded so much material that you could probably make multiple sets out of 1 year. So sacrifices had to be made, obviously. Emperor Penguin, that was another one that Raymond and I remember. Skeletons Ballet. That was what was the one that you were saying that we should have included? God, it's bad. We're basically telling No, that was another one you were talking about yesterday. Dream Installer. Oh, Clarity on a Bad Day.
Yeah.
Yep. But we're talking about stuff y'all aren't going to be listening to. Let's talk about the stuff that you guys are going to be listening to. The infamous Yellow Vagina song. Okay. All right. First of all, I messed up my little dialogue part that I had in there. It was supposed to be sat in the sun and said me hot to my sat in the shade and said me cooler. Except I said sun the second time. And the messed up part is I didn't realize that till like months later after the original song was deleted off of why the hell did we delete that off a memory card?
Because we were trying to make more room.
God, that was like one of the ones we should have kept. Oh, but the vocals, the dialogue takes a lot of memory space.
Yeah, it took all that memory space.
Damn.
Remember?
God,
Because you purposely made like a lot of space, and you said, "Let's see how much memory we can take up."
That was the whole purpose of the song. We were basically trying to see how much memory you could store.
Yeah.
The sad part is that wasn't the largest file we ever did.
No.
Nope. The longest. I want to say it was Swimming Pool Eyes, which is off of the Go Time album. Was like 1,418 God, dog, guys. Kilobytes. I'm gonna drink some of this non-sponsored fruit sports beverage. They're not sponsors, but it's thirst aid for that deep down body thirst.
Remember when you sniffed by the Gatorade commercial?
I was trying not to remember to mention the brand name, fool.
No, I'm just saying, like, randomly.
Mention brand names. We're supposed to try to keep this, well, what the hell, who cares? Ain't nobody gonna watch this anyway, but about 3 people. And, 2 of them are in the room already. The other one's sleeping. God, dog. But, music memories. It's funny. Probably one of my other favorite memories, talking about specifically tracks that are on this album, was when we did that song "Shame." We were using a new music creation software at this point that just came out. We didn't use it too long. We didn't too much. It wasn't very user friendly. We never did do anything in DHF, hon. Like really.
I think I tried once.
But you know, all this time before I switched to GarageBand, I was talking about how tired I was of the samples and everything like that, and I keep forgetting we owned it. Oh well. Moot point. We we kept 20-year-old software, and we could have moved to 16-year-old software. You know, it would have been a step up. But you know, ironic part is GarageBand came out the same year that DHF came out, 2004.
Really?
First edition of GarageBand came out in 2004.
Wow.
Yeah, but it didn't start. I think it was like 2006 where it really started to get. That's crazy. It came out the same year as Digital Hits Factory. Wow, but it was a lot more limited than it is now. You know, right now the way GarageBand is, it's perfect combination of being user friendly and very 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 deep. I mean, on the surface, you could just, you know, oh, I'm gonna pick a song from the sample library and the Apple loops, you know, put it on there, and I'm done. I made a song. I mean, you can do that. And actually, it's a lot harder than it sounds because a lot of loops don't go together.
Hey.
But actually making original music is that's the way to go. Original sounds, everything. Don't use pre-made loops. What's up?
Wasn't Dre using GarageBand?
No, he was using FL Studio, which at the time was called Fruity Loops.
Okay.
Yeah. But man, I was talking about shame. So when we just got a new music creation software program we're using for the PlayStation 2 called Digital Hits Factory, and it was a contest. Like the winner of the contest was supposed to win like $25,000 in a record contract or something, right? And he had to send a memory card in and be judged. Now, we sent it off, and the damn company had already gone out of business already, so we just lost the memory card, which is whack.
That was a scam.
Yeah, the company had already gone out of business, and I didn't realize that they'd already gone out of business like shortly after the software was, you know, actually made the stores. That's why the Xbox release was canceled. And I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? Sad part is we would have won that contest too, because no, I don't want to.
While you're asking to make a check the trash, can't cash.
Literally, it was so non-user friendly. I don't see anybody really could have done a lot of stuff with it, but shame was made in that. That was kind of like the start of our change in sound, and that was thanks to you. You know, once you took over as producer, I don't know. It's just like, even when it was just me working by myself, it was like I had to kind of step into gear. You know, I was kind of a lazy producer back in the day. That's what it was.
You think so?
Yeah, I was lazy. I was like, you know, it's fine. You know, there's tape hiss on it. It's good. You know. The end of the song gets cut off. That's fine. Boy, that was a bitch to fix on a lot of these songs, because my God, there was a one song in there where the tape, there's actually a gap for, like, I don't know if I accidentally hit record a second time when I was trying to rewind it, but there's like a gap of like 3 seconds, and I had to go to the Adobe Audition and actually close that gap, and I think I just about made it. That song was God, I can't even remember what song it was. It was not easy. But so if you hear it happened a couple times, but there was one in particular that was like, I was really, really, really aggravating. Celestial Dreams is playing right now. We talked about that yesterday. Let me ask you this: what was your favorite era in our music? Having listened to the set all the way through now.
Like, that's included in the box set, or
Just that 10-year period.
just
No.
that 10 just that 10-year period?
Yeah, my first decade.
I don't know. I really liked. I liked '04. '04.
It's funny you say that because that's like the.
'04, '05, something like that.
Yeah, '05 I can see. '04, I'll be honest with you, was not our best year. It was really, really, really hard coming up with some good songs from that. That was really no, that was good songs. Problem is, there were bad recordings, and sound quality was poor. The tapes, we had some bad quality tapes. That was a That's a frustrating part. Like there's a really, really cool song that we did back in '03, which I know is not '04, but it doesn't matter. Uh, Called Prayer of the Damned, or Prayer for the Damned. It was Prayer for the Damned. That's right. And we wanted to include it in the set, but it was so muddy, and there was so much tape hiss. And the bad part about it is the version. I had two versions. I have one on CD, and the one that was in the hard drive. It sounded like I'd already tried to run noise reduction on it, and yeah, it sounded like that real audio player, from late '90s.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You know, I want to get on a tangent real quick.
Oh goodness.
When you say real audio player, okay, the thing that used to annoy me back
Unrelated to the set.
this,
Sorry, guys.
when this was a thing online, when you're watching a video and it says real audio player, and you're thinking it's going to sound like a quality of like a CD or whatever, but you're like, this sounds kind of crappy, you know?
Hun, look what year we're talking about. Okay, real
But
talk.
even back then, that's what I'm saying. Even back then, I was like, real audio. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, it's supposed to sound like a CD.
That was the name of the player. That had nothing to do with the actual like sound file. That was just the brand name of the player. I was just being funny because that was something that was around back then. So boom. But that's completely unrelated to the box set, and I'm sure nobody watching this really gives a flying oatmeal fist. I'm trying not to curse. About our thoughts on the long defunct audio players in the late '90s. Oh goodness gracious! And again, I still got Winamp on my computer, and I still use it. So I don't know. That's sad. That's sad. Our first website, pt2.com. I mean, how much more generic can you get? But you used to get paid for streams. So
I bet you go to MySpace still when you get down.
why? That's depressing. We used to have an awesome MySpace page. Because you used to be able to customize it. And see, that's the thing. We got a Facebook page. We got a YouTube page. We got our Bandcamp page and everything like that. But see, MySpace used to let you customize the hell out of stuff. Have an embedded player in there and everything. But again, that's not why you guys are watching this. You want to hear some more memories and stuff, or not. I don't know. It's all in the liner notes. There's some great stories. Got plenty more.
Chicken.
Oh yeah, gonna make the damn chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 'cause. All right, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm keeping it 100, but her and chicken. I mean, she's like Forrest Gump and shrimp when it comes to chicken. All right, and so she's always making chicken. I'm like, all right, can we have something different? Like chicken. We got chickens for you. And or Jamie and I a lot of times are like, I don't like, what do you want to eat? And what do you want? And like, we can never decide. And like, okay, what don't you want? She'll inevitably say pizza, and Jay and I inevitably will say we don't want no chicken. And I don't know. I must have wanted something else to eat that day. It must have been something I really wanted. And knowing myself, I was probably pissing and moaning about it. Like, I just want me a nice freshly grilled hamburger where the cow's been like organically fed, and like duck fat fries, an organic cane sugar Dr Pepper, just something simple, with truffle oil and a rosemary sprig on top, and not rosemary, parsley sprig, rosemary sprig, really, parsley sprig on top, and like just go make the damn chicken, and
Yeah, because when
thus the
that's
song
what
was
we
born.
used to say.
Yeah, and like then I wanted no damn chicken, and he's like, just go make the damn chicken, and so I don't know if I made the chicken or not, but I certainly made a song about it, and the and the and the funny part is there was a song, and there's a part in the song where it actually gets kind of sad. Dee, 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 dee. And that was supposed to represent that the chicken like slowly realized like the chicken in the almost in the whorehouse and the hen house was like looking all forlorn and shit because it's like realized the farmer's about to go chop its head off. And so I was like, bark, 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 bark. That's what it was supposed to symbolize in the song. That's clucked up. I made it funny. Unicorn. That song. The intro. We in unison, both her and I, we're almost in unison. You can tell we're slightly off rhythm. It said unicorn into the microphone, right? Right. Reversed it and studied how it sounded when we reversed it. In this case, it was Nakenui. Okay, Nakenui. So we said Nakenui into the microphone like 3 times, and we were gonna reversed it because we just wanted like one thing saying unicorn, like coming out kind of funny, but reversed, and we're gonna picture which one of the 3 sounded best, and instead it got the opening y'all got, and I was like, you know what, let's leave all 3. I think that was your idea, just leave all 3. Like, oh my god, that's cool. Remember when I was at Kensington Apartments?
Yeah.
That was I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell gave me that idea. This is like Fooled Again. If you want to know, it's Nagged Aloof. So I think that was the first one we tried. What the hell made us decide to use the word unicorn? I don't know.
You know why?
No, well, yeah, but I mean specifically unicorn. Because what the hell would would I give a flying, whatever about a unicorn? Except that unicorn ice cream that Jamie had that one time, remember?
Oh yeah.
It was all pink and sparkly and stuff, but it tasted good. I couldn't think of a way to describe it. It just tasted. It kind of tasted like. I wouldn't say it tasted like a unicorn because you think a unicorn is nothing but like a. Never mind what I almost said. I forgot what type of video we're making. A unicorn is nothing more than a pretentious horse. There you go. I was gonna say something else, a different word other than pretentious. It starts with a completely different consonant, but see, guys, we have a wacky sense of humor, which y'all can tell from the box set, and again, kind of miss that aspect of our music, but a lot of the stuff in there, I hope, well, we hope, brings a smile to your face, some joy in your heart. Because right now times are tough. Real talk, times are tough. Things are rough all over. And if we can, for 3 hours of recordings that are on there, granted, nobody's going to listen to all in one single swoop. I mean, don't have that kind of attention span, right? Although if you do, bravo, kudos, I respect you. And thank you. Let me throw that in there. Thank you. That means you bought the set. But for every amount of time that y'all listen to these, read a liner notes. Means a lot to us. You know, I made a lot of jokes, but this is kind of like, this is us. This is our life story, basically, on tape originally, like the first half of the set. But you know, we're hearing our lives. You're reading about our lives in the liner notes. I mean, this is something that this was really. I say this with every release, but I mean it. I mean it this time. Damn it. This was really a labor of love, and I had a lot of fun putting this together. Big J, did as well. I never thought 20 years ago I'd be sitting here, ironically enough, in the same apartment complex as we really started making most of these songs. Different unit, and we lived in many different places after that, but we came back to the same spot. And ironically enough, our music is starting to return to some of the same sounds as better production as we originally did. So I guess everything's full circle. But here's another 20 years. You got any closing thoughts? You want to tell our fans or stalkers?
You know what gets me?
Oh God, what's up?
This is a sign that we've either fallen back to where we were, well, not back to where we were, but we're not, like the American dream has eluded us.
Oh no.
You know, let me think, 03, 02 or 03, so that was 19 years ago, right?
Right.
That means we're in the same spot we were like 19 years ago.
I know, right? We were homeowners, buried 2 kids, both parents, Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, time kicks the hell out of you. But, it's what it is.
I mean, that'd be pretty sad.
But the funny part is, when we first started the band, we said that the future of music was going to be on the internet. And there were going to be no need for record labels because people can just, sell the music on a website and make music. Everybody's going to make music with software. And it's going to be more about sharing music and getting music into people. Everybody just, it's going to be like a hippie commune of music, basically.
And going to court over it?
Oh no, I don't mean that in a bad way. To us, it was like a utopia. Now it's more like our wallets are about as empty as our pantry. It's like oops. But that said, guys, it's been fun. I look forward to continuing bringing you some musical love going forward. And we got some projects that I think are just gonna blow y'all's minds. Again, thank you for your continued support, and we wish you all the best. And if you've already bought the set, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, again, thank you.
And if you ain't bought the set yet, then use a fool.
Don't listen there. If you haven't bought the set, please do so. That's fear2stop.bandcamp.com. Pronounce it like that on purpose because it's the number 2, not the word, not T-O.
We're number 2.
Not T-O-O. No, number 1, fool.
We're number 1. Can't be number 2. Because we're going to beat the whoopsie out of you.
Where the hell did that come from?
That's one of those famous cheers that, kind of like U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
Is that like rah rah ree, kick him in the knee, rah rah ras, kick him in the other knee?
Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
On that note, guys, let's please buy from there. The set is going to be on other retailers like Amazon and everything. Amazon's about $5 cheaper, but you're not getting. Oh God, I mean, buy it from Amazon. I'm not telling you not to buy anything, but please, I'm not like that. I'm not stupid. I'm just goofy. But gosh, but if you do buy a set, we prefer you to do it from our Bandcamp site because you couldn't include the bonus materials for the retailers. We really couldn't. There was no option to. So there were no liner notes. The liner notes right there. I mean, it's basically a book. No, that's not that. I mean, not get false hope. It's just like a few pages, but I mean, it's you can write a book about it basically using the materials just from there. So if someone wants to write the unauthorized biography, go right ahead. Oh God, Frowny Frown will probably give you enough material, tabloid material, so as it were. But yeah, we prefer you to check this out at a Bandcamp site. But until next time, guys, good listening, good golf, good tennis, whatever makes you happy. Thank y'all again. Peace.